Yeah, here he
Yeah,
is.
hey everyone, guys. Happy to be with you again. It's a pleasure for me. I just enjoy every conference that Geeko makes. That's awesome. That's incredible and wonderful. Thanks for such a great opportunity.
Wow, pleasure to hear, actually. Yes, Sergei is our great friend. He helps us a lot. Thanks to him, we have that great community here. And yeah, how are you? Where are you now? What's on your mind? What are you going to talk about? Just to give us a small teaser now.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Thank you. Currently in Germany. I'm thrilled to start my talk regarding pretty new position. It is going to be more famous
Hmm.
inside the software development process. General QA engineer. Not everyone knows about it, so I would like to bring it up to everyone and to show some benefits for employees, for organizations, how to make this transition, how to motivate your team to go to this new position. I don't know. We even will speak about a little bit about the future of quality assurance, my forecast on it at the end of the speech. So it is going to be very interesting.
Sergey, the stage is yours. Please do your magic.
Okay.
We're all ears. Let's get it started.
Thanks a lot, Ed, for such incredible introduction. All right, let then start. Here we have my presentation on it. I have already made a short introduction on what we are going to cover today. So let then go further. General QA engineer. The general QA engineer role is not so popular right now, but it is going to be very popular soon. And I'm seeing the positive tendency that this position is going to be more famous and more popular inside the companies. Small, big enterprises, FANG companies, and yeah, that's such a trend we have for now. Here we have a small introduction from me on this position. The general QA engineer role is on the rise as software projects become larger and more complex. General QA engineers have a broad set of skills to test complex systems end-to-end, going beyond the traditional QA role based on component testing using manual and automation skills. They bring new perspectives by not being tied to one specific domain. This helps them test software more holistically across traditional boundaries. Let's move forward to the skills and overview. What kind of skills the general QA engineer position has to have, and what it's like a mix of manual testing, test planning, automation, and reporting. If we are talking about manual testing, not sorry, not junior, but general QA engineer performs manual testing of software application to identify defects and quality issues. By having such activity as test planning, he or she creates detailed test plan that cover various test cases, scripts, defects management, and etc. The third one, obligatory skill that has general QA engineer to have is automation. He or she has to automate test cases and build different frameworks for improved test coverage and efficiency, and of course reporting for the further analysis. QA engineer analyzes test results, writes detailed reports, and communicates status to stakeholders by building great communication and communication with stakeholders by showing what the results of testing. To sum up this slide, I have wrote that the general QA engineer plays a crucial role in software quality by executing comprehensive testing, identifying defects, and communicating risks. Yes, so we had such a this slide, and the next slide we have already covered it. Let's move forward to the next one. We are going to talk about benefits for employees. Six of them I have wrote here. The first one is flexibility. If we are talking about flexibility, having both skills allows testers to adapt to different projects and testing needs. The second one is employability. Manual and automation skills make testers more attractive candidates for QA roles. Efficiency. If we're talking about efficiency, automation speeds up repetitive test cases while manual testing finds gaps. The fourth one is collaboration. Manual testers and automation engineers can work together to achieve comprehensive testing. Problem solving, manual testing helps debug issues, while automation provides reliable regression testing. And of course, knowledge. Developing both skills gives a broader understanding of the testing processes. So, to sum up, general QA engineers are like universal soldiers in quality assurance, like individual contributors. Let's move forward to the third part of this presentation. Unfortunately, we see the trend that many companies are cutting their costs on software development, on the employees, and etc. So before we are moving forward on the to talk about on the benefits for the companies, we will talk a little bit about this cost reduction, workforce reduction in 2023 that happens the last year. We see that there were significant workforce reduction. Top tech companies like Amazon, Alphabet, Microsoft, and Meta made workforce reduction in 2023 as per Crunchbase. Highest reduction was made by Amazon. Amazon reduced its workforce by over 16,000 roles, the highest one among big tech firms. And other FANG companies impacted. FANG companies, it's Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google. They also reduced, unfortunately, during the last years, thousands of roles. A leading tech firms reducing workforces significantly in 2023, as per Crunchbase data indicating challenging micro environment. Yeah, this trend showed to us that we need to adapt to the changes that macro situations shows to us in the whole world, and the general QA engineer position will help us to stay on the top of the market, to be actual with your skills and etc. To decrease the risk of not being fired, I would like also to say. So we already talked about the benefits for employees. Let's switch to the benefits for organizations. The first one is improved efficiency. Automating repetitive tasks allows employees to focus on higher value work. The second one is very important because every product has to be sold. So we are making faster time to market. We are making it more efficient. Automated testing enables quicker product iteration and feature releases, and of course, cost savings. Reduced overhead from manual testing and bug fixing. Adopting a general QA model provides many benefits that improve operations and the bottom line. How to make this transition? Yeah, I have highlighted here and emphasized 5 steps to make this transition. The first one is you should research the QA field, learn about the day-to-day responsibilities, required skills, and career trajectories in QA roles by reading job postings and taking to people in the field. Yeah, joining such an amazing conferences as Giggle makes also is a part of, of this first step. Get the next one is get relevant experience. So gaining hands experience by volunteering for QA tasks in your current role or working on open source QA projects in your spare time. Or learn in demand skills, take online courses, get certified in manual automated testing to build your technical expertise in QA testing tools and methodologies. Don't forget before submitting the applying for the job to update your CV. You should tailor your CV to highlight QA related experience, skills, and certifications, and quantify your testing contributions. And the last one in this process, by making the transition to this new role, is attending local tech meetups to connect with QA professionals, practice interviewing, and emphasizing your transferable skills. The good point is also when you are a lead of manager, head of, I don't know, director of QA in your company, you may ask how to motivate my team to switch to this new position. Here I have 5 different points. Sorry, and let's go one by one by discussing each of them. The first one is you have to highlight increased responsibility, explain how the new role comes with more responsibility and ownership of over product quality. Emphasize learning opportunities, point out how the role allows them to expand their skills and knowledge. Of course, offer new challenges. Note how the role provides fresh challenges to reinvigorate their work. Promise professional growth. I guess everyone wants to grow professionally. So assure that the roles set them for career advancement, and of course recognition is essential part of you as being leader of the team to recognize the successes of your team. So don't forget to reward good work, develop incentives and recognition for strong performance. The next one, the next slide, I would like to talk about the future of quality assurance, that my own forecast, how our field, our industry will develop in the several next years. We see very popular trend and tendency on shift left testing during the last several years. Testing will shift earlier into the development life cycle with more testing in development and pre-deployment. So it is also about the discovery phase on the product's discovery stage. And yeah, the earlier we define bottlenecks, the earlier we define some possible bugs, it will be easier, not easier, but cheaper for the products and for the stakeholders to move your product further. Expansion of automation, of course. Test automation across the testing pyramid will increase, especially API and UI automation. We're not limited here only with API or UI automation. We're talking about here also about vulnerability testing. If you guys have security testing implemented at your products and companies, also about data testing. If your product has much data in it and you require this one to have. AI assisted testing, of course, very hyped topic. OpenAI recently has released the new version of its product, and it is really mind blowing. And I'm using every single day this as an assistant in my daily routine. So AI and machine learning will be used to optimize test design, generate test cases, predict defects, and self-heal tests. The next one of my prediction of the future of quality assurance is testing in production. More testing will take place in production environments to validate real user workflows and find defects. Security testing grows. Testing for security vulnerabilities will become more prevalent across the development life cycle. No one wants to have data leakage, to be hacked and etc. Because it has such a great impact on the reputation of the company and a loss of much money. I predict the security testing will be more popular in the coming years. Testing culture change. Testing will become a shared responsibility across roles, not just the QA team's responsibility. Yeah, that's a very typical quote. From time to time, here I'm hearing that quality assurance QA team is only responsible for quality. I disagree with that absolutely. It's a responsibility of every person who is involved into the software development lifecycle, starting with, I don't know, business analysis or product research or discovery phase. So it is everyone's responsibility, not only QA teams. I'm going to wrap up with my presentation today. I found across the internet very nice quote from Elon Musk that correlates with my today's presentation. The future belongs to those who learn more skills and adapt to automation. And the next slide will show my own quote. And for sure a QR code on LinkedIn. But let's start with my quote that I crafted and designed during preparation to this talk. Embrace the evolving landscape of software testing. General QA engineers are transcending boundaries, bridging the gap between manual and automation testing to ensure the quality and reliability of software products in an ever-changing world. Here you have my QR code. I will be happy to see you in my LinkedIn community. Please scan it, add me there. I also have started my own YouTube channel. It doesn't have thousands of subscribers, but I'm sure I will develop myself also in this field. So don't hesitate to add me using this QR code. I will be happy to see you there.
Yep. Thank you very much, Sergii. Thank you for the introduction in the role. It was, nice managerial and strategic talk. By the way, please, right now, could you share your link for your LinkedIn in chat, because I have connected all people who just send the link, and probably it will be also good for you. So, in nutshell, just become the general QA engineer and do not afraid to be replaced by anything, or get troubles with your career, right? Is that
Correct.
the idea?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the main
all right.
point that I wanted to highlight. Just to look into this direction, probably you will switch there and decrease the risks to be fired sometime in the nearest future. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Well, we cannot actually impact on an economical situation, right? On these layoffs and stuff. But when it comes to tough decisions for managers, of course, you need to keep your business going, and people who are more productive and can cover more tasks and cover more responsibility with their skills will definitely be following you anywhere. Yep. Thank you very much for this
right.
presentation. Yeah. This is the question. Could you please read it for us and maybe answer?
Yeah, isn't it everyone's responsibility to bring value to the project, grow skills, and be worth more? How this role different from and software development in testing? Yeah, of course, it is everyone's responsibility to bring value to the project. But by making this presentation, I was focused more on the transition. So for now, we have like a direct, d- 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 so for now, these two positions, I mean, manual Q engineer and of automation Q engineer are strictly divided, and this one is like a mix, as I told during my talk. Yeah, general QA engineer for sure will bring more value to your project, and yeah, by having to have this position, you should definitely grow skills and be worth more. And how this
And
role Mhm.
yeah, go and how? Yeah.
Yeah, how is this role different from as that? I would say that that position is more technical, and you should have so the to be general QA engineer, you shouldn't be so technical and know bunch of different programming languages as far as that. So I would say it is easier to jump into the market firstly with the general QA position than with that. As far as I know, they need to have at least 3 or 5 different programming languages years of experience as but with general QA engineer position, you can start with at least one programming language, for example Python or Java, and to develop yourself in this direction. Yeah, so that is more technical, much more technical person as general QA engineer. Yeah, but it correlates also with this position. Correct.
Yep, thank you very much. And apparently, I see the button hide this question is missing. So probably the streaming platform we're using needs some more testing,
Yeah.
um, attention. Anyway, we still have a few minutes now, and yeah, let's talk about generative AI, because this is a buzz. This was, something no scaring, especially what's gonna be with manual testing engineers and stuff. First question: do you use generative AI?
Yeah, for sure. I'm using it every single day. Uh, More managers position, they have to generate so much different reports, so much different texts, and etc. So yeah, it is such a valuable assistant in my daily routine. So I cannot imagine my life without, I don't know, Copilot from Microsoft, or from Google, this Gemini, or OpenAI solution. They are like headliners, I can say, that with its Chat GPT. So yeah, for sure, I'm using it every single
Yeah,
day, not only at
and
work.
yeah, so because those nice voices they rolled out, they can like make you feel better or whatever you want, right?
Correct. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, but do you use generative AI? I don't know. You mentioned Copilot or Gemini for, I mean, real testing tasks. I mean, for real test.
Oh, I'm not testing on my on position. I am mostly focused on the processes, and yeah, I do not make any manual or automation testing, but it is very helpful in making different reports for
All
stakeholders.
right.
Yeah, for, I don't know, to build up a new process, or yeah, to prepare yourself before a knowledge sharing session. Yeah, because we have a
Sure.
very, yeah. But as far as I know, our manual QA engineers, they are also using it, but more as assistant. For example, they have to write the very complex query in SQL, right? So they are, or just to check if the query is correct, because they are experiencing some error. So yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
that's.
Cool. All right. Cool. Thank you, Sergey. Thank you for your presentation and your perspective. And we have
Sure.
Jonathan Wright with us. Hello. How are you?
See you.
Hey, lovely to see you both. How is things?